I'm trying to figure out what we're talking about here because I dropped a review on an Indian Scout 101. Someone came in, asked had I ever been on a sport bike, which I have. I've been on three. I answered that. They said, well, what year? And I'm left with like, what are we getting at? Because that is like coming into a review on a Chevy Camaro and asking, well, have you ever driven a McLaren? Because that's real power. The the two aren't comparable. It's not the same. I'm talking about a light cruiser, not a sport bike. And I've been on a Yamaha R1, but it would be extremely disingenuous for me to compare that Indian Scout 101 experience to my experience on an R1, which terrified me in all the best ways. But the ride height was higher, the overall suspension length was higher, the riding position was more aggressive. Like, the 101 is a light cruiser, it's more comfortable, it's more laid back, but it still gets after it. And that was my review. And granted, my most current experience outside of that is this Sportster that's like tuned and tweaked a little bit, and I was very clear that I need to get on like a Sportster S to have like a modern comparison of a light cruiser performance, maybe like even a Rebel 1100 and stuff like that. But I am not going to make a comparison to a sport bike on a light cruiser, and I feel like my reviews would be very poorly taken if I did that. And just like that, I am not going to go out and review a 6 to 700 series sport bike and compare it to the Indian 101 because it's so different. I'm sure it'll be good, I'm sure I'll have fun, but if I do those reviews and I want to do more reviews, sport bikes, all of them in the future, they need to be contained to their category and experiences in that category and not against the entire market, because that's just unfair and that's kind of sloppy, honestly.